Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Rob Green of LiveWeatherBlogs.com. We're talking about the Monday night, Tuesday, somewhere in their time frame to Wednesday or Wednesday night potential huge snowstorm, and really want to get right into the models and see what we're showing at this hour. And this is the European model, and here's at 96 hours right here. And one of the things I want you to look at is this high pressure that's moving in over the weekend is going to wedge down a shot of cold air. This is called cold air damming down the mountains. We saw this with the system not too long ago, and this will set up and allow the low not to go in this direction, but allow it to come right up the coast, because you'll see this is what the low wants to do: take the path of least resistance and then head up in that direction. This is 96. This is 120 hours. You see where we're going at 120 as we're sitting here. There's the high. There's another high, and there should be just enough cold air left behind here to allow this to really get it going off a fetch right in here as we look into Wednesday morning. And if you scroll down here, you can see we've got a lot of precip. There's the 850, the rain snow line. On this run is basically for the beaches, lower Delaware and Jersey, and down towards Cape May. And then it pushes through here. And then what will happen is, as we go into 168 hours, is 144 hours, is the storm really cranks up. Everybody's in the snow. Again, there may be some mixture down at the beaches, but this is looking like an all-snow event on the European right now, because your 540 line is sitting basically back in here. And even if we back this up, it may get a little close, like I said, a mixture here at times. But again, it might go snow mixed back to snow at this point with this system on the European model. Now, the Canadian model, again, we go back to that 96-hour marker we talk about and look at the wedge of that cold air. So it will push it to the coast. We've got a nice area of moisture developing down south. There's a double high allowing all that cold air to seam in. We go to 102 hours. There's that cold air pushing again. And then we go to 108, and you can see it again at this point. Pushing that cold air down there. So this will go up the coast, and we go to 126, and bam, the Canadians still playing up snow to rain in this scenario, because they want to move the high out a little quicker and allow this moisture to come in. This high is not as much of a player, but the point here is we're going to get a big storm. The question is it snow mix snow or all snow? I do believe it's going to start as snow for everybody, and then we may get into that mixture and rain. And the core of the column of that storm is where the question mark is. And as we move it along here, you can see they want to take it right over, looks like Baltimore or Philadelphia even, real big storm, and then kind of come in like that. And then that would be rain back to snow on this back end here as all this cold air comes rushing around, and then it would move up into New England like that fashion. So that's the Canadian. Now, this is the new GFS. It's moved around as well. And as we take you about 84 hours out, there is that wedge of cold air we talk about. This is the map I like the most. I think this is how this is going to set up. Back in 2003 in February, we had an area of double low, and then we had this low swing around. This becomes the pivotal player, sort of the pinwheel in all this, and it allows just tremendous amounts of moisture to come up before the actual low. We saw this in 2003 in that morning of the storm. We had so much overrunning out in front, 6 to 12 inches in a very short period of time in an area basically sitting from Wilmington down into South Jersey and Philly. And the north of that, this was so strong that it didn't even snow up towards Allentown and north until the storm took over later. So we moved this along, and there you go. That's, on the GFS, that's showing 2 feet of snow for Philadelphia Metro. Yeah, you heard it. And the European would be in that same group. Again, if this is all snow, the question mark is, do we put the low here or do we place it here? The difference is only here to here on the models right now. They all show the big storm, so they will be jockeying back and forth. I'm starting to have more confidence that we all start as snow, and then the mixture in the middle is the big question mark, and then some snow on the back end, depending on the exact track. And there it goes, moves out, and then you get the high pressure moving in. So we look at that. We go back to a case study. This is from Robert Wiedebo, I believe that's an pronounced name, from Bear, Delaware. This is one of the Eastern U.S. weather last year. Are actually looking at the 2003 storm. Look at the wedge. Look at the moisture. You see the same setup. This was the 2003 storm, where if you look at the maps, they're exactly identical to where they are painting the scenario right now, and then forcing that tremendous moisture and fetch off the high to the north and the low to the south. That was in the morning hours where we, I think it was a Sunday morning, where we believe we just got tremendous amounts of snow in a short period of time. And that's kind of like where we're going with this whole situation. You can see this right here. The high starts to slide out and the low comes in. So for now, what we're looking at is potentially a big storm. I do believe it's going to be a big storm. The question is the center part of the storm. Is it rain, a mix, or snow? That'll be the difference between maybe several inches of snow to several feet of snow. And of course, we'll keep you posted throughout the next couple of days. The NAM is going to get in range here as we go into the next 24 to 36 hours. Remember, this could be as early as Monday night, but probably more like Tuesday morning. Meteorologist Rob Guarino. Get ready for the next one on liveweatherblogs.com.